This vehicle is a TNH 105-1000. This is a Czechoslovakian Tier 8 heavy tank. The map is Epic Normandy. So we're going to talk about map strategy. We're on C right now. Basically, if you're attacking, you want to work on the cap as quickly as possible. And a lot of people try to go around. That's the absolute worst way to go. You get no advantage for capping or for helping on the cap or nothing. You want to control the ridge on the east. Whoever controls that ridge is going to win this cap. And it's always been like that. You're going to go up against strong frontal armored tanks when you play over here. They're going to show up in that area. Now they're showing up in a new spot because they changed the layout of the map. You see, these tanks, for example, this Lorraine, they need to be taken out. They will prevent you from capping. And it goes both ways. You know, if you're on the defending team, you control the ridge, and if you're on the attacking team, you control the ridge. So if you want the points, you should cap. If you want the EXP, you just want to be a good teammate. Just want to be a good teammate, then help get rid of these guys. So I do have a respawn, and what I'm going to do is I'm not going to try and cap, but I am going to work on getting rid of these guys. So I'm just playing around with the tanks, you know what I mean? So I'm going to respawn as another vehicle. So I'm going to play the strategy way. The strategy way is you come with a heavily armored vehicle, such as the VK. I'm going to be honest, when these vehicles came out, they were definitely overpowered with the armor, but it's not so much anymore. Now there's something called power creep. Everybody has gold rounds, and they have stronger penetrating weapons, that the armor of these vehicles is not as effective as it used to be. Okay, so like where this Borovsk is coming around, you only need one tank to stop him. He just has to sit up here on this ledge to watch what's going on. And playing over here, being near the repair facility, is a good strategy, because obviously you want to be able to repair once in a while. Wow, they really got me bad. So that's what happens. I was focused on that vehicle. The STA-2, who is right there, I believe he was the one that passed me. Whoever was down there should have fought with the Borovsk, but he didn't. He ran away, and he hurt our team by doing so. You know, you want to be a good team player. You go in and you go after the threats. Now look what the Borovsk is going to do. He's going to make it very difficult for us to win. You know, the stat patters will give you different advice. The stat patters will tell you run away, keep yourself alive. But I think it's the wrong strategy. You want to help your team out. And if you watch me play, you'll see that many times I make major impact. One person can make the team win or lose. So I'm going to come in with a heavily armored vehicle again. You want to constantly press the N key to see where you are. I know you're going to say, well, you died. You know, I died because I missed the Borovsk. I don't understand why my shot missed, but it did miss, and it caused me to make a big mistake. What I should have obviously done is gone down. When I play and I die, I usually spend a moment to look around at what's going on. Last frontline, nobody played over here. You see where these guys are playing? The guys that killed me off? Nobody played over here. They put this rock here because there's a sniping position over here, and they moved the rock so that you can't snipe at these tanks over here. You know, they're playing with the map.
Ready for deployment.
And it's sad because, you know, C is the hardest one to cap. We need the sniping positions. Why are you taking them away? There's so many vehicles that have advantages. This has a good frontal armor, but it really doesn't matter anymore because of all the gold rounds and all the overpowered vehicles. That was a skill shot. You know, I aimed for that vehicle, and I used skill, didn't use any gold rounds. You see, I don't even have gold rounds. But, you know, there's a lot of people that don't care about the challenge. So I'm going to go up back to the cap, obviously. I'm going to check how many people are in. We're outnumbered. Looks like there's a vehicle right there I can fire at. You notice I'm giving him an angle. They haven't cleared these guys out. They should have. The vehicle's coming up behind me. That's not good. How am I going to last against these guys when they're surrounding us? I want a cap, but what are we going to do with these guys behind us? It's just too much.
Zone A contested.
I know my allies are going to do nothing about these guys. They're a bunch of babies. I'm going to stay back here. The further I am from them, the better off I am. Much safer. Gotta hide my back. Oh, you're so lucky.
Zone A has been captured.
Gotta come back a little bit.
Extra time has been added. Zone A contested. Heavy artillery is ready.
Yeah, they got me.
We're dead for. Everyone get out.
Okay, so they allowed these guys to come around. You know, we were outnumbered. We're outnumbered a little bit. They control this repair facility. That's not good. You know, you want to control it. Even if you get a little bit of a repair, it's better to get a little bit of a repair than nothing. But look at what this guy's doing up here, right? He's shooting off over there while the enemy is flanking his team from behind. And I think that's the wrong strategy. He never should have done that. He should have come over here and helped out with these guys. It would have been easy to do. But as far as I know, he didn't do it. He's thinking over here he's safer, and he's thinking about his personal safety, but the big strategy should have been to go after these vehicles. And even these other vehicles like this Scorpion or the STRV, they should have come over and help. I mean, when you see 5 or 6 vehicles coming in your backfield, that should be alarm bells for you. After they finish off your allies, they're going to come for you. That's what's going to happen. When I play these tanks, I will go all in. I will do whatever it takes to take these guys out. You notice that there's this dip over here? You can sit right next to this rock and fire that way. It used to be very safe. You have to check to see if it's changed, but that's a spot where I used to fire from often. And this is another spot right over here. You just sit over here and you fire that way. But they will change the terrain, such as moving a rock out a little bit so that you can't do it anymore. And it changes the game. I don't know what this smoke screen is going to do, considering you can see through the smoke screen. I mean, I stopped using smoke screens. I thought it was going to be a great technology, but it never made a difference. So I'm going to come in with, we'll see if I can bring in that Czech heavy tank. Yeah. Now keep in mind, this is not an overpowered tank. You're one of the weaker vehicles when you come in with this, but, you know, it's not for strategy. This is for the fact that I want to level this up. So you can see that a lot of tanks spawned in over here, and we've been pushing the enemy back. So it makes sense to get on the cap. Getting on the cap right now, that's all these tanks should be on the cap. They got so many allies. All they got to do is get on the cap and make it the enemy's problem, and they're not doing it. They're playing a bad strategy. Wow, what a blind shot. So the game's almost over. These guys are sacrificing the end of the game just so they can sit out here and goof around. We've got one weakly armored vehicle on the cap, is how it is right now. You know, they're going to take me out of the game because my allies refuse to help out. What am I supposed to do? And I didn't even get to reload. These guys shot at me 3 times. I didn't even get to reload. All these guys are unaware of what's going on. Game's going to be over soon, and they're wasting time with all these tanks over here. You know, play over here. Play right over here and turn your guns around. Or over here. At least you're next to the cap. You don't want to be far from the cap.
Zone D has been captured. Extra time has been added. Zone
Like, this
D
guy's not in a
contested.
good position. He should be supporting the cap right now. All these guys, you look at what he's doing. Instead of going towards the cap, this guy's meandering his way. Look at that. He stopped. Let's see if he goes to the cap. He's reversing, of course. This guy's not getting on the cap. The cap is right here. All of you got to get on. It's a team effort. One person getting on is going to be failure. There's no reason for these guys to wait. This, look at this. This is an auto reload. And one of the best armored tanks in the game up against one vehicle who's probably got weak armor. Get on the cap. And then look at this. We've got the VK. Does it look like he's going to the cap? Well, maybe he is going to the cap. You know, they're letting the enemy control the cap. Just so you know, there is a position right here which is a good hull down position or a good side scraping position where you can fight off people on the hill. So you can, if you're on the defending team, you park right over here and then you shoot up at the hill, and if you need to reload, you just reverse a little bit and you park right there. This rock was not in that same position. Maybe it was more over here, so they did change the strategy a little bit. 3 tanks. The whole entire... those 3 tanks, which was at one time one tank, holding off the entire team. I am probably going to spawn over here. Or come this way with like an AE phase 1 and hit them from the side. I mean, I have no choice. And then try to do a repair. Now they finished off my team. And we have more people than they do. Where are all those people? If I were here, I would clear this out. I mean, I never play here and worry that I can't take out those tanks. I take them out. This guy's got a 3-shot autoloader.
Our reinforcements have arrived.
I mean, there's no excuse for him not taking out those vehicles. You can see that they have the same idea. They're going around that way, so I'm not going to go. There's just another person getting in the way behind those vehicles. Okay, so I missed that shot because he pulled back. Now their days are numbered. Now they're all going to die. That guy's not going to make it. That is a common position that people use to harass the attacking team. Now that the team enemy is falling back, nobody's going to get on the cap, right? I got to go by myself. I go straight to the cap. Look at what those guys do. They're not even trying. Wrong strategy, guys. Move your butts forward, not reverse. 30 seconds on this cap. I don't even think they can get here in 30 seconds.
Inspire Reserve is ready. Heavy artillery is ready. Enemy armor is destroyed.
4 seconds left.
We have captured Zone C. Extra
it was
time
easy. Look at that. There were like 3 of us on the cap, and we did it. Me alone takes too long.
Our general has entered.
But when you get support, you'll be fine. I know you're going to say, you know, why try? Don't ever say why try. It's just a game. That's the reason why you try. It's just a game. You're not going to die in real life because you get on a cap. You know, you got to learn what's the point where you can cap by yourself and the point that you can't.
Zone E contested.
Look at how many people we had there. That's a joke. I play on Cap C more than anybody. I mean, almost every game I'm playing on Cap C.
Repairs
and I don't have any complaints about it. I only have complaints about what my allies do. Well, even on A and B, they won't play. And I understand, you know, there's people who don't know how to play the game. You got to go right to the cap. I mean, that's all we can do is go right to the cap. So I'm going to go straight to the cap. My allies aren't because they don't know how to play. You know what? There's a chance I'm going to die, and it's because nobody is playing the right strategy. They should all be doing what I'm doing. I'm not going to not do it because my allies are idiots.
Zone E has been captured.
I mean, literally, we lose the game if we don't get on that cap.
Zone E contested.
So my strategy is correct.
We didn't penetrate their armor. Target released. Our reinforcements have arrived. We didn't even scratch them.
be nice if my allies helped me out. Well, somebody did.
Air Scout is ready.
Come on. He's firing 80 rounds at me. Come on, why is he reloading so fast? I missed him.
Inspire Reserve is ready.
We're done for. Everyone get out.
Oh, I got destroyed. You can't drive through between the mines. Huh.
Ready
That
for
sucks.
deployment.
Okay, so this is not the perfect way to get there, but I'm going to try again. I'm going to crawl my way over to the cap. And I tell you, I have capped so much, you would not believe how much capping experience. I had a game where I capped D, drove over, capped E, drove over, capped F. And a lot of times I capped by myself. Oh, they're on the cap. So we get overtime. You don't want to get... Oh, man. If that guy goes, that's it. Yeah,
Main
that's it.
objectives have not been destroyed.
If this were a clan battle, everybody would have been on the cap. That's the way a clan would play. Because they do play with teamwork. Not a good game.